Right now I'm standing on the banks of the Tagus River in Lisbon, Portugal, and you see the port right there behind me. This is a very important waterway for Lisbon because it empties directly into the Atlantic Ocean. So you may wonder, what floats down this river? Well, cork floats. Cork is actually a very important commodity for Portugal. Portugal is the #1 exporter of cork in the world. And as TWILA's Neil Melancon shows us, there is one company here which makes 1/3 of all bottle toppers in the world.
You may not have ever been here, but chances are you've touched a small part of it. This is the Amorim cork facility where, as Avery told you, 1 in every 3 corks for wine, champagne, and other products in the world are made.
We are producing at the moment, over 4.6 billion corks here.
Joanna Mesquita with Amorim showed Class 15 a small part of those 4.5 billion corks. The cork bark is brought in sheets and steamed, softening the already pliable wood. It's then separated by both thickness and grade. Here you can see the various grades of cork, with the best being blemish-free. Finally, the cork is punched out of the bark and into these little round segments, which either become champagne stoppers by gluing 2 or so together, or they're shredded for wine corks. However, before all of that can happen, it has to start here, in the cork forest outside of Evora. Mesquita says Amorim recognized just how valuable their partnership with farmers was, and today works with them hand in hand.
More and more it became a partnership. We discovered with time that you cannot separate the two things. The value of corks is in the raw material, so we totally depend on how well they grow the cork. And if they want to sell it and sell it in good conditions, they depend on us. So the better we work together to make the perfect raw material, they will be happy at the end, and we too.
If you look east from Evora, you'll see a lot of brown mixed in with the green. That's a lot of arid region of Spain. And further south in Africa, you'll see a literal thin green line separating it from the Sahara Desert. A lot of that is cork trees. It's also a thin green line for agriculture as well.
For the whole area around Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, and north of Africa, where you find the raw material. And this has an impact from an environmental point of view that affects the whole world. From a social and economical point of view, really these areas. You have a lot of people depending on this type of job. The harvesting of the cork is the most well-paid agricultural job in our country, and this has a huge influence on the region.
So the next time you pop that bottle of wine, remember that even though it's a small thing from a small corner of the world, it has a big impact. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Neil Melancon.